Here's a knocking indeed. If a man were porter of hell gates, he should have all turning the key. Knock! 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 Who's there? I, the name of Beelzebub. Here's a farmer that hanged himself on the expectation of plenty. Come in time. Have napkins enough about you. Here, your sweat foot. Knock! Knock! Who's there in the other devil's name? Faith, here's an equivocator that could swear in both the scales against either scale. Who committed treason for enough God's sake, yet could not equivocate to heaven? Oh, come in, equivocator. Knock! 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 Who's there? Faith, here's an English tailor who could hither for stealing out a French hose. Come in, tailor. Here you may roast your goose. Knock, knock, never at quiet. What are you? But this place is too cold for hell. All devil porter it no further. I have thought to have let in some of all professions that go the primrose way to the everlasting bonfire. Anon! Anon! I pray you remember the porter.
Was it so late, friend? Ere you went to bed that you did lie so late?
Marry, sir, nose painting, sleep and urine. Lechery, sir, provokes and it unprovokes. It provokes their desire, but it takes away your performance. Therefore, much drink may be said to an equivocator with lechery. It makes him, and it mars him. It sets him on, and it takes him off. It persuades him and disheartens him, makes him stand to and not stand to. In conclusion, equivocates him and asleep, and giving him the lie leaves him.
I believe drink gave thee the lie last night.
That it did, sir. I the very throat on me, but I requited him for that lie, and I think, being too strong for him, though he took up my legs sometimes, yet I made a shift to cast him.
Is thy master stirring? Our knocking has awaked him. Here he comes.
Good morrow, noble sir.
Good morrow, both.
Is the king stirring, worthy thane?
Not yet.
He did command me to call timely on him. I've almost slipped the hour.
I'll bring you to him.
I know this is a joyful trouble to you, but yet 'tis one.
The labor we delight in physics pain. This is the door.
I'll make so bold to call, for 'tis my limited service.
Goes the king hence today.
He does. He did appoint so.
The night has been unruly. Where we lay, our chimneys were blown down, and as they say, lamentings heard I. Thy air, strange screams of death, and prophesizing with accents terrible, of dire combustion and confused events. New hatched to woeful time, the obscure bird clamored the livelong night. Some say the earth was feverish and did shake.
It was a rough night.
My young remembrance cannot parallel a fellow to it.
Oh, horror, horror, horror! Tongue nor heart cannot deceive nor name thee.
What's the matter?
Confusion now hath made his masterpiece. Most religious murder hath broke oak the Lord's anointed temple and stole thence the life of thing building.
What is it you say? The life?
Mean you, his majesty?
Approach the chamber and destroy your sight with a new gorgon. Do not bid me speak. See and then speak to yourselves. Awake, awake. Ring the alarm bell. Murder and treason. Banquo and Donald Bain. Malcolm, awake. Shake off this downy sleep. Death's counterfeit and look on death itself. Malcolm and Banquo, as from your graves rise up and walk like sprites to countenance this horror. Ring the bell.
the business that such a hideous trumpet calls to parley? The sleepers of the house? Speak, speak!
O gentle lady, 'tis not for you to hear what I can speak. The repetition of a woman's ear would murder as it fell. O Banquo, Banquo, our royal master is murdered.
Whoa! Alas! What? In our house?
Too cruel anywhere. Dear Duff, I prithee, contradict thyself. Say it not so.
Had I but died an hour before this chance, I had lived a blessed time. For from this instant there's nothing serious in mortality. All is but toys, renown and grace dead. The wine of life is drawn, and the mere lees is left this vault to brag of.
What is amiss?
You are, and do not know. The spring of the head, the fountain of youth, is stopped. The very source of it is stopped.
Your royal father is murdered.
Oh, by whom? Those of his chamber, as it seemed, had done it. Their hands and faces were all badged with blood. So were the daggers, which unwiped we found under their pillows. They stared and were distracted. No man's life was to be trusted with them.
Oh yes, I do repent of me, my fury. This I did kill them.
Wherefore did you so?
Who can be wise, amazing, temptate and fury, loyal and neutral? In a movement, no man. Thy expectation of my violent love outrun the pause's reason. Here lay Duncan, his silver skin laced with his golden blood, and his pushed stabs looked like a breach in the chair for ruin's wasteful entrance. There the murderers stepped in the colours of the trade. The daggers unmannerly bleeded with gore. Who could refrain that had a heart to love, and in that heart courage to make loves known?
Help me hence, ho!
Lady Macbeth! Look to the lady.
Why do we hold our tongues, that most may claim this argument for ours? What should be spoken here, where our fate, hidden in auger hole, may rush and seize us? Let's away, our tears are net brewed. Now our strong sorrow upon the foot of motion.
Look to the lady, and when we have our naked fatalities hid, that suffer is exposure, let us meet and question this most bloody piece of work, to know it further. Fears and scruples shake us, in the great hand of God I stand. And thence, against the undivulged pretense I fight of treasonous malice.
And so do I.
So all.
So all. So all.
Let's briefly you put on manly readiness and meet I thee all together.
Well contented.
What will you do? Let's not consort with them to show an unfelt sorrow in his office, which the fable man does easy all to England.
To Ireland I, our separated fortune, shall keep us both the safer. Where we are, there's daggers in men's smiles, the near in blood, the nearer bloody.
This murderous shaft that shot have not yet lighted in our safest way, is to avoid the aim. Therefore to horse, and let us not be dainty of leave-taking, but shift away. There's warrant in that theft, which steals itself, shaft away, when there's no mercy left.